and NSMGTNT in association with the State of African Diaspora, SOAD, presents Lumi Matters each Wednesday at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Hosted by Janet Lovely, International Business Development Officer, and a representative for the Lumi via Canada. Learn how the Lumi matters in business, barter exchange, travel investment, saving, accountability. Listen to the insiders about Lumi Matters each Wednesday at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Only on Freshradiovybz. Listen now and stay connected. Lumi Matters. Lumi
The all-new Big Apple Hotel Jamaica is an excellent choice for locals, tourists, or business travelers visiting Montego Bay. Air-conditioned rooms, free Wi-Fi, a pool, and secured parking for guests has made the all-new Big Apple Hotel Jamaica a popular choice. So enjoy your stay in Montego Bay at the Big Apple Hotel Jamaica. Call 876-952-7240 and book now. That's 876-952-7240. Under new management.
Niamin's Restaurant and Catering Services. Niamin's Fresh Jamaican Food. Monday, curry chicken, stewed chicken. Tuesday, stewed chicken, curry chicken, stewed peas. Niamin's Restaurant and Catering Services. Niamin's Fresh Jamaican Food. Thursday, curry chicken, stewed chicken, roti wrap, oxtail and beans. Friday, curry chicken, stewed chicken, fish vegetables, Jamaican jerk chicken. Sides, rice, peas, cabbage, plantains, banana fritters, banana bread, festivals, Jamaican bread. Niamin's Restaurant and Catering Services. Niamin's Fresh Jamaican Food. Drinks, lemonade, smoothies, desserts, slices of cake include strawberry or strawberry and vanilla. Please note any meals that is not on our daily menu must be pre-ordered 24 hours in advance. Niamin's Restaurant and Catering Services. Niamin's Fresh Jamaican Food. We also cater for weddings, birthdays, and special occasions. Call or text 260-209-8730 or 404-901-7060. That's 404-901-7060. Niamin's Restaurant and Catering Services. Niamin's Fresh Jamaican Food. Fort Wayne area free delivery. Surrounding areas delivery free. Orders after 6 p.m. Family bundles $40 minimum. Niamin's Restaurant and Catering Services. Niamin's Fresh Jamaican Food. Keep it locked to Freshradiovybz. Freshradiovybz. Always.
Home Care Barber Services, the barber shop that's at your service. Call them today at 260-209-8730. Get a haircut, get a shave, get a fade, get an eyebrow arch, get your facial on. We will come to your home for all your services. Home Care Barber Services. Right here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Call them right now at 260-209-8730. You heard it right. Home Care Barber Services. We will service you at home.
This is a public announcement. A tree without its roots shall die, and a nation without its identity can never prosper. The Nyankipong Sovereign Maroon Global Tribal Nation Territories, partners of the UN ILO Indigenous and Tribal People Convention Law, have your identification card. Get it now. Your nationality as a Maroon sovereign person give you the protection of the laws of the rights that you deserve. Application forms are available now. In the USA, contact Representative Russ Gadites at GADIETHZ Gadites@gmail.com or call them at 1260-209-8730. Contact the Jamaican at 1-876-605-7987 or 1-876 773-4594. Visit our website at Nyankipong Maroon Sovereign State.org. Call, sign up now. United we stand with the Nyankipong Maroon Sovereign State. This is powered by Fresh Radio Vibes and the Nyankipong Sovereign State. Now the dream has become a reality.
This is big. This is big. This is huge. Fresh Radio Vibes promotion. Fresh Radio Vibes, one of the biggest, one of the baddest radio stations online, present their grand winter's wish list. Oh my God. With a grand prize of a 50-inch flat screen television with weekly prices and surprises. Tune in to Fresh Radio Vibes. Have somebody make a wish come true. It's Christmas. That's what we do right here on Fresh Radio Vibes. Tune in. One of the biggest, one of the baddest online radio. Fresh Radio Vibes. You got the spot. Go find a place.
King James again. King James again. Pretty girl Dave. King James again. Alongside Marvelous. How are you? King James. This one.
Just gotta say big up to the massive right now.
See you watching me.
Welcome to the brand spanking new, show on the road. Lumi Matters. Hold on. I think we got the people in the green room. We're just filling a crowd. We got to get the message out right now. Thanks to everybody joining on the YouTube channel. Also on the Facebook and the Twitter. Operating in 3 platforms right now. Let's go. The beautiful Janet Lovely. She's waiting in the wings. Gotta big up everyone that's live on the stream. All our Maroon brothers and sisters who are gonna talk. You get it. Yours truly, Rascalites in the building. I'm gonna turn it over to Janet in a minute. Hold on. Gotta big up Dr. Block. Dr. Bob, that is. Special shout outs to the one and only Nana McKnight at the Big Hot Hotel right now. Relaxing.
Don't care what people say.
Hey,
Inside the party.
come on now. Hey.
Now you bend over. Girl, you pushing back the bumper. And I don't even know who you are, but you
DJ, I'm in the building. Let's get it going. Can we get it going, please? Yeah.
I just wanna say, right now I feel it so heavenly. Cause your wine so sweet like a teaspoon of honey.
Gotta go live. We gotta do this properly. Hold on.
Hey, I'm a DJ. Pull that up again. Pull it.
Gotta pull it up a bit. Gotta say grand rising to each and everyone that's logged on right now. We are operating out of the studios of Fresh Radio Vibes, and we're broadcasting all over planet Earth, not to mention all 4 corners of the galaxy. We've got the beautiful Janet on the line. She is gonna, do this premiere with us. And as I said before, we're hoping that our brothers and sisters will join in a brand new currency. A brand spanking new currency is here for us as the Maroon Nation. And, this ambassador, because I'm going to call her an ambassador, she is working hard overtime to get it. She has a host of friends that's going to be coming on board with her tonight, and I think our DJ engineer, are we good for her to come onto the set? Yes. Grand Rising, Janet, how you doing? Let me get everything sorted right.
Grand Rising, Rascalites. How are you doing, man?
Wow, I'm here. It's the first premiere of Lumi Matters. And, we are hoping that our people will get on board. You are an international business developer that has the connection with the Lumi. And I wanted to, have you on a regular basis, and you jump at this occasion, and we're hoping that people can learn from your input tonight. So I'll turn it over to you and let you bring us up to scratch as to what's on the table for tonight.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for having me. It has been a long time coming. It was supposed to get going before now, but nothing happens before the time. Now, when you mention about an ambassador, that is correct. So I'm officially an ambassador for the States of African Diaspora, which is SOAD. And what that is that that's a borderless government that was established, I think in 2018, for our people being on the Lumi movement and everything. And my guest for tonight, he will be sharing more because he's more knowledgeable than I do as it pertains to the Lumi. But I was hired by the Jamaica Lumineers, which my guest, which is Mr. Raymond Dobbs, is directly involved with the Jamaica Lumineers. So as we dialogue, you can ask whatever question you want to ask and get the show going. I'm so excited about this journey because we know that this is a long time coming for our people. And, as some would say, change is going to come. So through the Lumi, we're hoping to establish that change as we go. It's already 2 years in the making, rolled out in October of 2020. And so this past October, it's been 2 years, 24 months. And you know what? I would hope that Mr. Dobbs could share his journey with the initiative because, as I said, he's more involved with it. I was assigned as the business international officer because of my involvement here in Canada with a lot of businesses here and trying to get it here to have people sign up. And so that's why they assigned me to represent that. So as we go through the show, talking about the Lumi and also the state of African diaspora, because they go hand in hand.
Yes.
All right. So is there any way you can get my guest
we're gonna get Dr. Is it Dr. Bob Black that is supposed to join us tonight?
Yeah. Yes. So you can get him on, but also the next person to be on, which is Mr. Raymond Dobbs.
I think you had sent me some of these connection. If not, we will make it. But of course, we are also inviting our brothers and sisters globally who are asking questions about the Lumi to get on board, and let us have this dialogue about it. It's a brand new currency, and it is gaining its way as far as we see where several individuals are getting access to it, and that's a plus. We've always Grand Rising, where Doctor, are you available? The Lumi matters.
Grand Rising. I was on the YouTube, but then I keep getting cut off on hold. This is great. Are we connected to the Miss Lumineer?
Yes, we are.
Wonderful.
Yes, I'm on, Doctor. How are you, sir?
Ambassador, I welcome you and thank you for inviting me to the stage. And I will be listening to you, your expertise, because we want to be Lumineers and many Lumineers around you.
Yes, and that is correct. But I would love to have Mr. Dobbs on because he's the person with the more expert info. You have a lot of information to share. I'm so excited. If I could be given a few minutes.
Yes.
Because I'm not sure. Because I called him before I came on and he said he was waiting. So I have to figure out how to connect him.
You could add him. Just do the necessary, the little man with the plus at the top, and you search for his credentials, and he will be plugged in. But Dr. Bob, seeing that you're here,
one moment.
While she's waiting, Dr. Bob, while you're here, Grand Rising will come to the panel because you are very passionate about the way forward as a nation, and we spending our own currency. What does that mean for us? Talk to our listeners. What does actually mean for us as a nation, as a people who want to move forward in our own sovereignty?
Well, thank you again. But if you notice what's happening, I shared with you a video as to where and what is about to happen. It is actually happening. I want you to look around you and look into the stores. You're going to see less employees and more self-checkout. As you keep doing that, you will run into Amazon where there's nobody in the store. Most supermarkets will be exactly like that. In other words, then, if you don't have the mark of the beast, you ain't going to have no food. Now, what does that mean for the indigenous, rightful people of the earth? We don't follow. Remember that. We do not follow. We are leaders. So if you want to come with your gimmicks and come around, then guess what? We want to unite the people them to understand that if I give you one lumi and you say a piece of bread is for $16, you must be able to can take my lumi for $16. And we're friends. It's not a problem. I don't have to use US dollars, euro, or any of these dollars. That's their thing. I don't have to get involved into your digital stuff and all this kind of stuff. And you're going to tell me that I can't buy stuff. You know, if I go a mile, I can buy this. You know, it's all the way to 5 miles. But if I go 5 miles, my card not going to work. I mean, why are you trying to control me like that? I don't understand. So I am in the business. I know follow. I get first-hand information.
Yes.
We are aligned with the cabals, and the cabals know of us. We are the light hats, and the cabals know of us. And we, as the nation, will put something so strong that the force they have to reckon with. And we must understand that this force that we are not asking, we are presenting it, and they have to reckon with that. In other words, if I don't want to take your vaccine, do not come to me and take it. So we are definitely going to push the Lumi worldwide.
My brothers and sisters, we're joined by our 876 connection. And of course, when we talk about the Lumi, a lot of our people out there, you're still scratching it, but to open our minds, Bitcoins is available. We're hearing several other currencies of exchange is coming on the market. So at this crucial time, Janet, would you introduce our guests right now so we can get acquainted with our brother right here? Janet, is Janet there? I think she should be.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
Sorry.
could you
I was on
introduce?
mute.
Sorry, could you introduce your guest for me?
Yes. So everyone, I would like to introduce to you a member of the Jamaica Lumineer Secretariat and one of my business partners that we work alongside with the Lumi from its inception, Mr. Raymond Dobbs. So Raymond, take it away.
Welcome, Raymond, Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us. Unmute your device so we can hear your vocal input into this reasoning.
Okay. Greetings, everyone.
Greetings.
Wherever you are in the world, greetings, appropriate greetings. It is so nice to be in your presence. Thank you for the opportunity. Yes. All right. I listened to that talk a while ago, and I am moved by it and encouraged by it. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome, sir. Okay. It is what it is. It must be.
Yes. Yes. We have a very big thing, an exciting thing going on here, and it's for everyone to embrace it and for it to become greater than it is by our individual and collective contribution and the participation with the Lumi.
So
suffice it to say,
yes. Continue. I need you to finish your introduction.
All right. Okay. Suffice it to say that I think my role is to speak about the AK Lumi and some of the opportunities that present themselves at this point. I don't want to assume too low of knowledge or information that your audience have. I don't know where we're at, and so I will just gloss over some of the introductory stuff.
Raymond,
Yes.
maybe you could just because this is a new show, it's a premiere,
Yes.
it's a first time. Maybe because it's gonna be weekly.
Right.
So what you can do is just give a little history on the background where we started and from then until now.
All right, great. In that case, I am so sorry that I didn't come with my other device and so forth. But anyway, let me see what I can do with that in that regard.
Yes.
Okay, so the Lumi, as was said earlier on, the proper name for it is the African Kingdom's Lumi, otherwise called AK Lumi or AKL. Now, this is a powerful currency, one of the most powerful currency on the planet. And by that I mean it is a digital currency, and its current value that is held strategically is about 15.96 US dollar for one Lumi. And it is held at that rate for the time being, like I said, strategically.
Can you repeat that for our listeners again, please?
Okay, so the African Kingdom's Lumi is one of the most powerful currency on the planet. What makes it so powerful is that it is backed by gold and solar energy. And so it is valued at the moment at 15.96 US dollar for one Lumi. So if you change one Lumi, when it comes to the time when you can actually change, you will get 15.96 US dollars for one Lumi. That is how powerful it is. It is suspected that when full trading starts, the value may actually double. All right. So it is very, very good that we try all to get on board and to get our stimulus. Now, let me not jump the points. So the Lumi is designed to be the currency, as someone was saying earlier on and alluded to, that our oppressors and captivators have not only affected our minds and our physical being, recondition our minds and have our muscle memory, remembering certain things and so forth. They have actually messed with the way we look at finance. When we get money, we want to spend it. When we get money, they want to spin it, invest it, and all that. So we have a lot of learning and unlearning to do to make headway. So the currency is being offered to the entire race, our race. It is primarily for us. Whether you're on the continent or you're in the African diaspora, borderless diaspora, throughout the world, wherever you are, this is for you. If you even have one drop of blood in you, it is for you.
Yes.
No one will be denied the currency, mark you, but primarily it is for us,
So
for the liberation of us.
So,
Yes, go ahead.
we know that we have gotten grasp as to the importance of the Lumi, my brothers and sisters. For those who are just joining us, we're talking about a new horizon, a new approach forward. Bob would also agree with me that we are one of the largest spending people on planet Earth. And when we say we're the largest, we are not talking from a perspective where, as Mr. Raymond said a while ago, we don't circulate our money. We get the tax cut is coming up right now, and the only thing I can hear my brothers and sisters talking about over here is taking the money back to the said people who are making minimum wage unbearable. Now, I want to throw a question out there now to you, Raymond. When it comes on to the trading of the Lumi, how far are we with that? Because I have seen the Emperor with some of the currency in hand. I've seen Timothy doing some some marvelous work as to networking with brothers and sisters to get it going. How practical on the ground is it right now for us?
All right. Thank you for the question and the opportunity. Now, the trading is in the advanced stage. It is not where we'd like it to be because of several hiccups that took place during the pandemic and post-pandemic, and changes in the various platforms and the various challenges with the new platform trying to maintain cybersecurity while trying to offer user-friendly service.
Yes.
Now, we find that a number of persons are able to trade among each other with ease now more than before. And if I were allowed to go into the various platforms and so forth, I could make reference to what they offer. But to answer your question in a nutshell, trading is taking place currently. It is easier now than before, but it's not as widespread as we are aiming to and trying to get to. At the moment, persons are buying land on the continent using Lumi. Persons are doing various things using Lumi at the moment. We here in Jamaica, we had a farmer's market last year, and we were able to buy produce and services from persons using, in some instances, 100% Lumi.
Wow, that is marvelous. It's 27 minutes after the hour, Dr. Bob. I want to get over to you before I get to our first infomercial. When it comes on to the lucrative banking, you've just heard a while ago that lands are being acquired and so forth. When I spoke to Janet and I were discussing the whole perspective of the Lumi for those who don't have it in their hands yet. We have something where registration has been going on for the last 2 years, as you hear Raymond says, and Janet has been leading that. Janet, for those who are sitting back and hearing about this 15.96 Lumi compared to $1 when we do the trading, what does that mean for them? What does this signal to them?
Well, on this side, it's signaling that with that 15.96 US at a rate of Lumi of 6.26 every month, the stimulus that goes into your account, it converts or works out to about 100 US in your account, 99.999. However, if you round off, it rounds off to $100. Now, what that enables us to do, right? One of the reasons that they mentioned that we should not, we should accumulate it because, as Raymond said earlier, no, in our community, the dollar doesn't stay. It only stays for 6 hours or less in our community. In the other ethnic groups, some of them maybe, 10 days. This is just hypothetically. It stays in there for 3 weeks in other community, but in our community, primarily, it's only 6 hours. So what this is saying, don't rush to use it right now. As Raymond said, we love to buy, accumulate it. Now, what we're getting right now is until next year, 2023, September or October. So you imagine its inception, which was October of 2020, until next year. If you do the math, it would be about 3,000 and something US. When you do the conversion, we would have into an account, because many of us, I don't know about Raymond, but for me, I haven't traded anything yet. So you imagine what you have sitting in that account. So it means a lot if we don't try to spend it. People came to me often, why can't I spend it? We need it right now. But this is a long-term, I look at legacy building for us while we're here and generations to come. So you imagine, I was talking to a Chinese lady earlier this year, and I found out that anything that they do, it goes back to China. Like money goes back there. We don't have anything of our own. And this is what the Lumi is doing for us. All right, that is the mission for us on the not on the continent, in the diaspora. It's gonna help us to build wealth, which is where SOWAD, which is the borderless government, as well as ECO6 comes in. If we have time, I can touch on that as a little, because I am directly with the government, State of African Diaspora. I'm an ambassador, became an ambassador for it September of 2021. So I'm officially in the government there, and based on what we're doing, I'm here. Raymond and many others are also on the same path that we're taking it to the next level. So yes, having this currency, it's great news. We can do so much. Gadites along Doc on the car, we've been talking about something innovative like bartering. All right. If anybody knows how to barter, that's been around for a long time in terms of trading. So in with the Lumi, we use the word trading. And when I think of trading, I'm thinking of stock, right? You're on the stock market or whatever. But a lot of people will understand bartering, which is the same concept. If we understand bartering, that's what the Lumi can do currently. So we can trade amongst each other right now. I've been on the platform. I see it happen.
I'm going to get a small infomercial inserted before I ask Dr. Block to explain to our brothers and sisters currency, because I think that is where we are, people, where how we our commerce has been instructions on behalf of the bankers, but now with the Lumi, you're going to be more liberated. We're putting it in a perspective where our people can bargain amongst themselves. We are people who are used to having our susu hand, if you know what a susu hand is. We are a people who we usually come together as a community. If someone is going to an educational institution that is a bit too expensive, we would combine and put our resources together for this one opportunity to emancipate several more. But I wanted to keep it, in case you're just joining us, people. It is the first edition of Lumi Matters, and it is all about our financial power. It's about how we're going to take ourselves from underneath the subjection of the powers that be, that is making it much harder for us to trade among ourselves. Keep it right here. I'll be right forward.
Fresh Radio Vibes and NSMGTNT in association with the State of African Diaspora. So, Lumi Matters each Wednesday at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Hosted by Janet Lovely, International Business Development Officer and a representative for the Lumi via Canada. Learn how the Lumi matters in business, barter exchange, saving accountability. Listen to the insiders about Lumi Matters each Wednesday at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Only on Fresh Radio Vibes. Listen now and stay connected. Lumi Matters. Lumi.
This is big. This is big. This is huge. Fresh Radio 5 promotion. Fresh Radio 5, one of the biggest, one of the baddest radio station online, present their grand winter's wish list. Oh my God. With a grand prize of a 50-inch flat screen television with weekly prices and surprises. Tune in to Fresh Radio Vibes. Help somebody make a wish come true. It's Christmas. That's what we do right here on Fresh Radio Vibes. Tune in. One of the biggest, one of the baddest online radio. Fresh Radio Vibes. You got the spot. Go find a place.
Yeah, thank you for joining us back. And of course, I want to say enough respect to the Big Apple over there in St. James. They'll be having their official launch tomorrow.
of the Nyankopong office, and we're looking forward to that prestigious event. We will be going over live and bring it for those who can't be there in person. We will be having a full package for you with the likes of Nana McKnight, who is on the location as we speak. We will be having a chance to chat with her. Of course, His Excellency L.A. Lewis is flying down as we speak, or early in the morning, to be on location. Of course, we also have the media and the press. But tonight, we have the pleasure of entertaining none other than Janet Lumley. She has been front and center when it comes on to the Lumi, and she has Raymond on, and of course the knowledgeable Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob, I was asking a question before we went to commercial a while ago as to explaining currency to our people. People do not understand the different avenues, and that is why even with presenting the Lumi to them, they are not understanding and seeing the full growth of what's being presented. Dr. Bob, are you with us? Could you unmute your mic so we could hear you? I know he's there with us. His mic is muted. Dr. Bob, are you there with us? Can you come in and explain to our brothers and sisters exactly the currency situation and the opportunity that the Lumi is presenting at this appropriate time?
Thank you very much. Okay, so I've been listening, and we would like to educate our audience on exactly what it is that we have. As Raymond rightly said, that the AKL is one of the most powerful, and here we are using the word currency. So, a currency that is tradable, means that it is a member of the WTO. We are not going there. We are not looking at our currency to be on the WTO, the World Trade Organization. What we are looking at is a document, if you will, or a ticket, or however the name that you're going to say, the size of the paper, how it looks, the texture of it. Will it be washable? Can it be duplicated? I mean, how is it? If you look at a Vietnamese dong, you notice how it is put together. So here we're looking at digital. So what I just spoke of was fiat. So fiat is WTO. Here we're looking at a digital. Digital means that it is unregulated. WTO is regulated. So if we're looking at a digital token, and that would be the correct word, until it becomes a coin, then we have this coin that we are able to trade with someone else. This person accepting my coin with a value, and I want to round it off to $16, and Janet, I clearly understand your $100. And this person's accepting it. It is clear, fair, and understandable. This is what used to happen back way when, in many, many years ago. The Americans tried it back in possibly in the 70s. We can hear about it. I used to be a radio personality on WLIB. We used to talk about these things. So having this powerhouse, and I hear Raymond saying that it is tightly backed. And solar, we want to make it be the tangible solar, or are we speaking of intangible solar, just using the name solar? Or we have manufacturer solar panels, or we provide a cobalt. So that solar is what we need to get a clear understanding. So if I say this currency, as in the WTO, was backed by gold, we know clearly that gold is whatever. So if I say that this Lumi is backed by gold, and whatever else want to be attached to it, just the sheer fact of being saying that it is gold means that my Lumi is strong. That's the strength of what we have. And we want to be able to now use the word trade, as in Janet said, stock.
Mm-hmm.
And if we were to accumulate, let's say, and I'm going to use certain numbers, but I want to round it off in US dollars. So if we were to accumulate, let's say 3.125 Lumi at what's happening in today's market, we could possibly get about
Hold on.
9.
Doctor, hold that thought for a minute. We had a call a while ago. Grand Rising, how you doing? Oh, that person just came in. I don't know if it's a question. There's a lot of question being asked. Fabian, Grand Rising, and of course, we have a question. But Doctor, sorry to interject in that very crucial spot, but we're getting a lot of questions. I'm asking people to just continue while I make the doctor finish telling us how powerful this opportunity that presents itself is to us.
Okay, I'll be fast. So basically, no, the power of what is it that we have? Back in the days, in January, people would join this Dimes bank, and they would say, "This is my Christmas money," and they would put in $1 or $10, and they do that every single week, and it will accumulate. This is the same exact thing that we want to do with the Lumi.
Yes.
So we want to be able to accumulate these things, and upon the accumulation of these things, then we can look at a spot of land, 10 acres, 100 acres. Unless we do not claim that land, we can be able to purchase that land in a collective form to say this is ours. And upon doing this is ours, and we have our own supermarket or our own shopping malls, and we're selling our own goods.
Wow. I'm overjoyed at this. We have a question, I think, for Janet. It says, Grand Rising, I have signed up on Echo 6, but no feedback has arrived after nearly a week. Janet, you want to get on that question that has just presented itself?
Okay, Grand Rising, Raymond, because that was one thing I wanted to mention, that every Monday and every Wednesday evening at 7:30, whatever information that you have or what you're not getting through to, you can join in on that in that session, and your question will be answered as it relates to that.
So there's no one here now that could explain to Danny as far as
Raymond.
Yeah, Raymond, you want to interject because you've just put it out that that's in your neck of the woods. That you could answer the question why someone said that they've signed up for over almost a week now, and they haven't gotten any feedback. Any emails have come to them. No texts has come to them. They said it hasn't brought back any reaction. Raymond, can you answer why is that happening?
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity again. I am trying to ensure that I answer the right question. It is aimed at the person trying to get into Eco 6 itself, or is it that they're trying to get signed up on the various platforms that we now have, which there are three platforms. The old or the original platform, which is the Swiffin platform, the Connect platform, and now the latest feature, the Transact platform. And I hope that at another time I'll be able to go into details with those. But I'm trying to figure out if that's what the person is talking about, because that I would have the knowledge to deal with.
Danny,
something regarding Eco 6, then that would be out of my league. All right.
Yes.
But suffice it to say, if it is any of these platforms that the person signed up to get their stimulus or to get their second anniversary bonus, which is about 40 something Lumi, I think it is, somewhere in that region. But it's a good amount of money for the second anniversary. It is right there in front of you. All you have to do is click on and accept it. So I'm not sure if the person is having a problem with one of these platforms. But there are some glitches as they are constantly trying to develop the platforms to meet current demands and future demands. So I'm not sure what it is that is happening, but I'll be happy to assist the person if I can leave my number or something with them.
Yes.
Okay, so continue. I can maybe answer that too. As it relates to the Swiffin, originally, like on the Swiffin.com platform, now that no longer it's existed, but there's another process that you have to now go to connect.swiffin.com to register there to access your previous account. If you're new at the platform, you need to go there and register. If you're still having difficulty, I'll leave my number and you can reach out to me and I will assist in getting it taken care of for you. So I can leave my number at the end of the show. You can reach out to me on WhatsApp and I can assist you in answering that part of the question.
And for those who are just joining us, as I said before, it's a brand spanking new program with a new initiative. Our initiative is to have our people be outside of the box, think outside of the box when it comes down to survival. It is not the bank, as in these banks out there, that is actually going to be at our disposal. It's going to be us as a people doing this in the sense. I just posted what we're talking about, and let me read into what we are dealing with. It says here the African kingdom, Lumi, was established as a legal, yes, as a legal tender within the 2014 Bank Act of a Kongpong, and it's based and issued to the public by the Central Solar Reserve Bank of a Kongpong. Is this connection that we are right now on the said page with what I'm reading on the Wikipedia?
That is the origin. That is the origin of the bank.
Yes.
It has now transferred to the African Central Bank, where it has received approval. When it was there, it was worth $4 or thereabout.
Yes.
But immediately on transfer to the African Central Bank, the value shot up to where it is now. So that is where it is at.
You want to say something, Doctor? I could swear you was coming on board. But
no, this is just very, very, very good news. Very, very good news. Of course, let me tell you who I am again. I'm a financial analyst. I am an expert on the financial field, of course, high level, maybe bank 33 level. And I'm a corporate executive, so I understand clearly.
Yes.
And as you speak, I can dissect and see the direction.
Yes.
So what you are speaking of here is mighty, mighty powerful. What I am thinking of is the insurance companies, how they are going to be accepting the Lumi. Because when you accept the Lumi and you're saving the Lumi, then I will teach you velocity banking.
Yeah.
And velocity banking will come the bank. You are the bank. So you no longer need to go to a bank in order to get a car loan to go and buy a car. You go to your own bank, and this is exactly what the Lumi is doing.
Let me continue to elaborate for our listeners, because we have about 11 more minutes. I will try to add some more time, but tonight we're not going to. We want to give you some homework, and this homework, it says, as I said before, it goes to say that the Bank Act of 2014 and a Kongpong has issued to the public by the Central Solar Reserve Bank of a Kongpong as the currency of the sovereign Maroon state of a Kongpong, with its physical banknotes printed in Canada. The Lumi was created by the then Minister of Finance and founding governor of the Bank of a Kongpong, His Majesty Chief Timothy McPherson, who is a global financial engineer that hails, yes, he hails from the Maroon territory of Queen's Nanny of the Maroon on the island that they call Jamaica. Now, this is real ingredients I am pouring into our people, because if you can run and take up Bitcoin that is owned by other brothers and sisters from a different nationality, I think we as Maroon need to identify with this sort of groundbreaking revelation that we're putting forward. Doctor, your phone line is lighting up. You want to interject?
I'm not, but I'm listening to what you're reading there,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, this is just so powerful, and especially now that we are getting into 23, where you had your problems and everything. These things are going to be solved as we move into 2023. So we will have certain type of budgets and things that we would accomplish via the Lumi. The Lumi here, what I'm reading, and His Majesty Timothy, and having the same license as BOJ. Do you understand that part? Same license as BOJ.
Yes. Yes.
In that particular statute, it did not declare exactly what's the name of that other bank. Let's say Nova Scotia. It did not say Nova Scotia had this particular right. And I'm listening to you carefully.
Yes.
It did not say that. It says that it will be the official and printed by.
Yeah.
Of course, you will have to know that Delarue is possible part of that.
I don't think Thomas has anything to do with this, but we have been joined by High Chief Vanessa. I don't know if you were listening to this program that we're premiering tonight about the Lumi, and maybe that's why you're calling in, but we're live right now with our Lumi partners who are putting forward this opportunity to our people as far as exchanging goods and services with each other. Grand Rising, Vanessa, how are you?
Grand Rising, hi, it's doing really, really well. I know we had a conversation the other day. I thought I'd missed it, but I'm really just here just to tune in rather than to participate.
Right. I saw a call from you, so I know that you're very interactive. So, and this is actually up your neck of the woods, because we talking about a currency or a form of bartering with each other. We have many questions, and we've been asking about the Lumi. We saw where the emperor has been just given another, should I say, another sash of currency to pass around to our brothers and sisters. Do you have any questions about the Lumi that we could actually put forward to our panel tonight?
Well, yeah, just a couple of things, because we've been hearing about different kinds of currencies, whether it be digital currency, paper currency, and I'm always a very optimistic woman. Now, in terms of the usage of the Lumi and trading with our Maroon people, we want it to be a tangible thing, and we're having a lot of discussions. Is it worth anything? And we know it is worth, but I mean, when we're talking about on the ground, how easily, one, accessible is it? And number two, recognizable.
Raymond, this is High Chief Vanessa. She is from the Nyankopong government, and she has her office in the corporation of the UK. She's just asked a question again, and I know that you have put it forward earlier on that we're even buying lands and so forth under the auspices of the Lumi. But could you have a conversation with her curiosity as to how much more are we going to see it inside the stores, inside of our houses, and working with individuals on a weekly basis or daily basis to get trade?
Grand Rising, Excellency. Nice to be in your presence. Okay, so it is that all of this is in a transient state. We are developing, we are evolving, and so where we are now can't compare to where we're going to be in a short while. At this stage, trading is taking place, and I'm not able to say to what extent, but I know people are actively trading with each other, buying goods and services with the currency across the planet. And more, the Sufin team and the chief himself and others are actually negotiating across the world with central banks to have them accept the Lumi. and so forth and so on. So a lot of work being in the background. There is a meeting going on currently every day. Well, my time, Jamaican time, is about midday, Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays, and on Wednesdays and Thursdays about 1:30 p.m. The go-to time. And so at that meeting, the Swiffing team tries to explain the updates, what's going on, and answer questions like these, and tell about the progress that is going on with the trading and so forth. And anyone can ask questions at appropriate time and get answers that I will not be able to go into much detail of.
All right.
But suffice it to say, yes, suffice to say that trading is going on actively, and it is accepted and is being more and more accepted across the planet. So it's a work in progress.
Is that satisfactory to you, High Chief?
That is really satisfactory. And anything that is work in progress, for me, it interests me. And one thing you've also explained is that there's an opportunity to jump into, I think you said there's sessions throughout the week to get more information. So that would be quite good for me to jump on one of those calls.
One last question before I relieve. Janet, you wanted to interject?
Yes, I just wanted to say I praise. Yes, so those platforms were set up for persons like yourself who have more questions that needs to ask. And as Raymond said, on the Swiffin platform and also on the other platform. But we're running out of time because we have 4 minutes. But there's another, I guess on the next show, when we go into the next show, we're going to be talking about the reparation money that's already out there for us as African people. But this show, we're almost out of time. So on the next show, which is next Wednesday, we will be touching on that. Raymond, I'm hoping that you can come back again, or the next representative can come on to talk about that component. Or if the listeners out there want to get more in-depth information of the Lumi, then Raymond, you're welcome to come back again.
I'll make myself available. Thanks for the invite.
And
no problem.
And there's so many questions left to ask, but of course tonight was just a tip of the iceberg. We want to pinch your curiosity. We want to let you think outside of the box so you can actually know the opportunities that is there. When they tell us that it's going to be, when something is coming to an end, it actually means that something is going to rebirth. And this is the root of a nation collectively working together. The Lumi matters is something that we need to take serious because we're bringing it to you and we want you to accept it so we can start empowering ourselves. It is embarrassing that we have our money going through our household 1 or maybe 2 times, because as you get the tax money or anything, you go take it to the Nike, you take it to the Adidas, you take it to the bars, you take it to the clubs. You don't collectively let us take it under a heading where we can invest our money in resources, in education, in home care and families. And that's what I'm aiming at. I want to thank every single one of my brothers and sisters on the panel. I'll allow each one of you about a minute, 60 seconds to put it in perspective what the future holds for Lumi Matters. I'll start with you, Dr. Black, and you can swing it over to High Chief Vanessa, and we finish with Raymond, and Janet can do the closing.
Thank you so much again. Raymond, it is really indeed a pleasure to hear what the Lumi is doing. I can certainly see the vision of it, and I empower each and every one of us to tell each one that the Lumi is the way to go. Lumi matters. And I'm just so happy to be on this panel. Thank you so much again, High Chief Scotty.
Yes. High Chief Vanessa, I'll allow you with your closing words because, as I said before, you are being bombarded by a lot of brothers and sisters who are coming into the reality that our
finance is in our hands. It's not in the hands of anyone else. We can trade how we want. We can do what we want with our own currency. So I'll give you a 60 second to put it in perspective what that means for us as an indigenous nation.
Before you speak, High Priest Vanessa, I just want to thank High Priest Janet for the invite and for the valuable information that I've received. Again, High Priest Gotti, I just thank you. And Raymond in Jamaica, I'd love to meet with you. There's some very vital information. Grand rising to you, High Priest Vanessa.
Thank you. Janet, thank you for the opportunity. We've heard about the Lulu for a little while, and it's important at this time of our life where we see so much changes to really have that foundation to have our own infrastructure.
I don't know why you're echoing, I Chief, but I'm not hearing a single word that you're saying, and I hear every drop of your words that our listeners are hanging on to. Could you start back over for me, please?
How about now?
You're sounding excellent, as you always should.
I was saying greetings and thank you, High Chief Janet, as well for the opportunity. You know, we have the Lumi. It's been around for a little while, and I think it's come at a great time when we're recognizing who we are, and that means we must have that financial infrastructure that will empower and enable us all to barter with each other, to do trade and industry with each other. And as Priest Gadite said as well, it is the thing that will mobilize us. So as we find out more about this and start to implement and use these technologies systemically, we'll see how we as a people, Maroon people specifically, will prosper and be abundant. So thank you.
Wow, couldn't have said it better. Raymond, before Janet come and put the icing on the cake, you want to take your 60
Yes.
60
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Opportunity again. One, the currencies, most of the currencies across the world, persons are able to tamper, for want of a better word, with the currency. Here in Jamaica, when I was a little boy, when you change a US dollar, you get 45 cents Jamaican for it. Now, it's dollars that you get for 1 US. So you can understand the drop, how the money has been tampered with, devalued. Look at the Naira, for example, how terrible it is. Well, this currency being backed by gold, they can't play around with it like that. So we are onto us. The next thing is that earlier we want to keep as much of this as we can keep in our wallets, in our accounts. For when trading starts, the price is going to be moving up sharp. I mean, open up. When the trading open up more than it is right now, it will increase in value in our accounts. And the next thing I want to say is head over to connect.swifting.com and sign up for your account and receive your second anniversary bonus right off the bat. We'll have more to say about this next time. Thank you for the opportunity. Blessings, everyone.
You're unrising. Janet, the onus is on you right now, and of course it's you.
I must say,
thank you.
Thank you so much, Russ Godites, for the Maroon agenda. As always, you've been on that journey and no hesitation. I must also say, being a part of the SOAD government, they're now heading to the UN. The SOAD government, and I know many persons been asking about why are we at the UN? They have reasons to be at the UN in terms of representation. On the 7th and the 8th of December, there will be a summit. And give thanks for the borderless government. They're making it happen for us. So more will be coming out on the next, not next week, but the other show that we have, because then the meeting will already be held and I will have more information to share. And guess what? This is all about through the Lumi. The Lumi starts it, and that's where we're heading through this currency. And I always tell people, don't just think about the currency. Think about your legacy. Think about your children. Think about your grandchildren when you're not around. Just like how the ancestors paved the way for us, this is what the Lumi is doing. So thank you so much, Rasgadites. Until next week.
Yes, and
Thank you.
thank you so much to High Chief Vanessa of the branch in the UK corporation Nyankopon government. She is sitting quite confident in that seat. Of course, we want to say thanks to Dr. Bob Black for his presentation. Thank you so much to Raymond for coming on board. Thank you so much to the beautiful Janet. We will be rebroadcasting this, and we urge you to be a sponsor. Next week, we're going to make sure that we have more guests about it. I am putting up a picture now of how the Lumi looks. We have some of the Lumi beautiful, and they are a collector's item for right now. If you want to get your Lumi, I'm going to put up the link with Janet for you to follow her and get it. But once again, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us here on Fresh Radio Vibe for this brand spanking new series that is called Lumi Matters, hosted by none other than international business developer Janet Lumley. And of course, she has the guests where they just keep on giving you. So until such time, this is yours truly, Russ Gadite, saying, keep it right here. Lock the number one online radio station.
Fresh Radio Vibes and NSMGTNT in association with the State of African Diaspora, SOAD, presents Lumi Matters each Wednesday at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Hosted by Janet Lovely, International Business Development Officer and a representative for the Lumi via Canada. Learn how the Lumi matters in business, barter exchange, travel investment, saving accountability. Listen to the insiders about Lumi Matters each Wednesday at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Only on Fresh Radio Vibes. Listen now and stay connected. Lumi Matters. Lumi
The all-new Big Apple Hotel Jamaica is an excellent choice for locals, tourists, or business travelers visiting Montego Bay. Air-conditioned rooms, free Wi-Fi, a pool, and secured parking for guests has made the all-new Big Apple Hotel Jamaica a popular choice. So enjoy your stay in Montego Bay at Jamaica. Call 876-952-7240 and book now. That's 876-952-7240 under new management.
Go talk to Godites. Go talk to Godites. Mr. Go talk to Godites. Go talk to Godites.
Talk to Godites on Sundays at 10 p.m. A big people something. We talk about sex, relationship, money, obia, child molesters, everything. Sundays at 10 p.m. sharp. Right here on Fresh Radio Vibes. Go talk to Godites. You me say, go talk to Godites.